My name's Nathan Evans. I am best known for a sea shanty that went viral on TikTok called Wellerman. And I've been on Ant Deck, been on the Brits, went #1, went platinum, been #1 in 9 countries. I started TikTok back in, I think, if I remember right, I made the account in the January of 2020, and then I uploaded my first video in March. And the reason I made it is because, so I've been singing since I was 8. I've been playing guitar since I was 8. So music's always been a big thing, but I've never really done gigs or anything like that. I've done a few, but not many. I started YouTube in 2010, and I was uploading every so often, but not really consistent. And then it was actually my niece and nephew were like, "Uncle Nathan, you need to get on TikTok." And I was like, I don't really know how that benefits me. They're like, "Look," and show me videos, but like if you think back to 2020 when TikTok was about, it was like just dance moves and people dancing and listening to music, and I was like, don't know how I fit in there with covers, but all right. And then they kept on at me, "Uncle Nathan, you need to go on it, Uncle Nathan, Uncle Nathan." And I was like, right, okay, I will. So yeah, I started it in January 2020, then I uploaded my first video in March. And when I realised how easy it was, like I think my first video I'd done on piano, and I'd learned, I think it might have been a Dermot Kennedy song or something. And I came in from work, I was just sitting on my phone, and I was probably watching TikTok at the time, and I just put the phone down and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to record a quick video. Sat it down, hit record, played the song, stop, upload, and I realised how easy it was. Like you don't need to, it's not like YouTube, you need to go through the uploading process and put a bio and fill in the tags and then make sure that you publish it right and then like send it. Like it's literally just hit the button, stop, fill in what you want to say, send it, done, and that was it. So yeah, that was actually quite easy. And then I just kept doing it, and I was like, I'll see if I can grow a following or whatever. So I would come in every night from work and think what song am I going to do next, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, just kind of went from there. I started uploading more frequently, more followers started coming in, more comments. My friends then started to find out, because I didn't really tell them I had a TikTok, because I was like, no, just if they find it, but I won't tell them. And then by the time I'd hit like 25, 30,000, everybody knew about it anyway, and it just kind of gradually grew. Yeah, and it's just one of the best things obviously that's ever happened to me. I was doing song requests and I was taking people's, like, what they wanted me to sing. So I was just writing them all down in a notepad, and on the 27th of December I uploaded Wellerman, and for some reason I thought, why not, I produced it a little bit more. So normally I was just hitting record, singing the song with my guitar or whatever, and then uploading it. And this one, I went away and I recorded the videos individually, I recorded the vocals individually, done all the harmonies, put it all together for the 60-second video, and then uploaded it. And yeah, by the time New Year came around, so this was on the 27th of December, by the time the New Year came around, it was on like hundreds of thousands of views and loads of people had duetted it. I was on radio stations, I was getting asked to go on TV shows, and up until like January 2021, like I was a postman from like the October all the way through. So yeah, I was just coming home from work, uploading the video, and everything was normal until that video when they were like, "Oh, can you come on to this radio station? Are you available at 6 PM to be on BBC News? Or can you be available for this Zoom call?" And I was just like, Jesus, this is mental. And then after that, because it had got so many views, it was going so big, pretty much going viral, I guess you could say. 220 kid, he'd seen it on his TikTok just randomly, and I think he was in the studio with Bill and Ted at the time. And for anybody that doesn't know, like 220 kid and Bill and Ted, they're like DJs and producers. He'd seen it and he mailed me on Instagram and like, "We're in the studio and we have just remixed your TikTok video. Is it okay if we put it on social media?" I said, "Of course, like that's of course, stupid question." So they uploaded it to their Instagram, and then I think it was like that night or the next day that Mr Jam from Capital had picked up and went, "If you make that a full-length single, we'll play it." And then Chris Stark and Scott Mills from Radio 1, they said the same thing. They came to me and said, can we make this a single? Can we get the vocals and we'll make a full length and we'll do the full thing properly?" And while all this was happening, in the background, in like my emails and stuff, I was getting managers coming to me saying we want to work with you. I had taken a phone call, I remember, walking around as a postman with my headphones in, and I got a call from an A&R from Polydor saying, oh, look, we'd love to speak to you, we'd love to work with you, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, this is insane. So yeah, I ended up getting a manager and stuff and a record label, and then went and recorded it. And I think that all happened within like 2 weeks. It went from a TikTok to a single that was getting played on the radio. Overall, like including streams and radio plays and everything else, I think it's like sitting at like 1 billion streams, something like that, which is, I can't fathom that. That's just mental. Like 1 billion, that's, I don't know.